There's been bad portrayal of mountain folk, hillbillies in the movies and stuff like that for decades. But most of the people I've witnessed from that part of the country are anything but
unintelligent.
Like Dolly Parton, is a good example, an extremely smart businesswoman. I'm guessing Chet was a shrewd businessman as well.
Yeah. Well, and Chet starts off being like farmer savvy, a person who goes to the country and knows how to take care, and like Dolly is that way. But he's very hungry for knowledge. He all the time would ask me science questions. He would ask me to explain the theory of relativity to him, stuff like that. But he also read history, Mark Twain, literature. He quoted Mark Twain all the time. And a lot of times Chet would say little quippy things, and it would almost sound like Mark Twain said it. He had that same voice. Garrison Keillor told me that one time. He said he thought Chet had one of the most unique writing voices when he would write Garrison letters, and I saw that same thing in Chet.
It's like listening to other musicians and then taking on those influences in your playing. You can hear them.
When I met Chet, we were proofreading that book that I wrote for him, and my son Jay was with me. This is one of those weird circumstances. Planets aligning, So my son is like 5. And he wants to come watch me proofread the book with Chet because he's seen me working on it for a couple of months. So he's sitting on the couch and we're doing all that work. And then Chet says, well, I got to go to lunch. He said, you guys get a sandwich and come back at 2 o'clock. So in walks Chet's lunch appointment, and it's Shel Silverstein. And Jay comes flying off of that couch because he knows who that is,
Right.
And he said, hey, Dad, let's sing our song for Chet and Shel. And Jay and I had written a song around the breakfast table, which a lot of people have heard now, which is if I were a gorilla, la 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 la, I'd eat me a banana, na 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 na. I live in a treehouse, swing on a vine. One thing is sure, I would love you. Yeah, 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 yeah. So we sang that song, and Jay sang it. I played the guitar. And good old Chet, he said, Jay said, let me get my recorder out. He said, would you sing that again and I could record it? Sure, Jay said. So I'm sitting there watching my Guitar Hero hold one of those old Panasonic cassette players while my son sings. Mm-hmm. And then afterwards, he takes the cassette out and he says to Jay, and he said, so what do you call this? And Jay says, the Gorilla Song. And Chet says, and you and your dad wrote it? And he said, yeah. And he says, so do you put your name first? And he says, yes.
And then
I'm watching this whole thing, and I realized that this is my Guitar Hero treating my son like a professional musician,
And how old was Jay then?
5.
5?
And then he says to Jay, he says, you need to write more songs.
And he's now a songwriter, right?
He's now a songwriter, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
That's an amazing story.